Hi, I'm Kate with The Productive Teacher, and today we're going to play the word maker game with the IP word family. One-syllable words can be made up of an onset, that's any letter or letters that come before the vowel in a word, and a rime, that's the vowel and any letters that come after it. Words in a word family can have different onsets, but they all have the same rime. We are going to combine the onsets you see with the rime in order to try to make words. As you're watching the video, you can listen to me read the words, you can read the words along with me, or you can mute the video and read the words by yourself. Let's get started. Bip. Bip is not a word. Sip. Sip spelled this way is not a word. Remember the letter C makes the S sound before the letter I. Dip. Dip is a word. Fip. Fip is not a word. Jip or gip, neither are words. Hip. Hip is a word. Jip. Jip is not a word. Kip. Kip is not a word. Lip. Lip is a word. Mip. Mip is not a word. Nip. Nip is not a word. Pip. Pip is not a word. Rip. Rip is a word. Sip. Sip is a word. Tip. Tip is a word. Vip. Vip is not a word. Whip. Spelled this way, whip is not a word. Yip. Yip is not a word. Zip. Zip is a word. Chip. Chip is a word. Fip. Fip is not a word. Ship. Ship is a word. Thip. Thip is not a word. Quip. Quip is a word. Whip. Whip is a word. Blip. Blip is a word. Brip. Brip is not a word. Clip. Clip is a word. Crip. Crip is not a word. Drip. Drip is a word. Flip. Flip is a word. Frip. Frip is not a word. Glip. Glip is not a word. Grip. Grip is a word. Plip. Plip is not a word. Prip. Prip is not a word. Slip. Slip is a word. Smip. Smip is not a word. Spip. Spip is not a word. Stip. Stip is not a word. Trip. Trip is a word. Scrip. Scrip is not a word. Shrip. Shrip is not a word. Splip. Splip is not a word. Squip. Squip is not a word. Strip. Strip is a word. Thrip. Thrip is not a word. Awesome, let's count up how many words we made. We made 18 words in the IP word family. Great job, I'll see you next time.